Now, we all know tornadoes are a rare occurrence here in Arizona, but did you know the state actually averages about 4 per year, and since 1950, the state has seen nearly 247. So what exactly is a tornado? Well, let's talk about it here for a second. Picture a big rotating column of air coming down from a cloud. Now, in order for it to be classified as a tornado, it has to make it all the way to the ground. So right here, for example, this would be considered a funnel cloud because the rotating column of air has not made it all the way to the surface yet. So by the time that tornado makes it to the surface, then we classify it as a tornado, and we can determine the strength of a tornado by the scale. We call it the Enhanced Fujita scale, ranging from EF0 all the way to EF5. So let's start with an EF0. In fact, that's what the tornado up in New River was rated, where winds can exceed up to 85 miles per hour. But then by the time you get up to EF3, we're talking about cars that can be lofted into the air and start to be tossed around like toys. And then just like out in the Great Plains, occasionally we will see these big monsters expand into about EF5 tornadoes, where entire homes get lifted all the way and ripped off of their foundations. Now, these tornadoes, they are rated on this scale, and in order for them to be rated, they have to be analyzed by the amount of damage they do.
So it's a scale, and there's a whole number of different factors that we're going to look at when we try to do that assessment. And we've got a whole myriad of different elements that we look at. So, like if we're talking about a house, there's what kind of damage was done to a house. Like for instance, on Monday, I went out and I found examples of tiles that have been removed from a roof. That sort of thing. Trees uprooted and so on. I was able to, by going out there, I was able to meet a number of the eyewitnesses, people who actually saw it only hours beforehand. And so that was very useful and pretty much guaranteed the fact that there was a tornado out there.